What's up, guys? It's Chris. Welcome to VHP Engines. So today I've got a whole bunch of shit to talk about. Now I know that everybody knows that my mass majority thing here is vlogs. Like I vlog, I talk about fucking car stuff, vlog style format. But I'm gonna do something else a little different here than normal. Normally I have a tech topic that I talk about. This time I got like a lot of shit that I just want to talk about in general, and so I'm gonna do that. This is probably not gonna be a long-standing thing me doing this, but it's just, it seems like over the last 24 hours, like a lot of stuff has happened that I just, that I've been thinking about that I want to get just out there. Okay, so first off, start off with I want to talk about the Childstar. The name has popped up in Honda vlogs now, and speaking of Honda vlogs, I've been pretty bad about that, and I think this is the reason why one of the main reasons I want to fucking do this video is my YouTube viewership. I'm trying to expand it, but it's still nowhere near where I would like it to be. But I'm trying to get out to where I can see more people's stuff and watch more things. It's just that the way my schedule works right now, it's extremely difficult to have sit down alone time to actually be able to do this. I work, of course, my normal 8-hour job, but normally, so I wake up around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. I do my morning workout, shower, sit down, feed this one, and normally I don't have much time left to sit down and do anything. And my wife is usually coming back from work, and I'm talking to her before I go to work. So, and then, of course, leaving work at like 11, I get to the gym around 11:30. I get back from the gym usually around 1, take a shower, sit down, and maybe have like an hour or so to do whatever I want to do personally, and then go to sleep. So last night I happened to be poking around, and I was just saying, I think I punched in like a K-Swap, K-Swap EK Sedan, which is going to further lead to another story. And the Childstar video popped up, and I saw the car in the thumbnail, and it looked pretty nice. So I was like, all right, let me take a look at it. So I clicked on the video, watched it, and at first I was kind of like skipping around a little bit, but I stopped it and watched the dude talk. And was one of the things he said was he's like, I hate the question the question he gets a lot is, how much does it cost to go K? How much does it cost to go K? He's like, I hate that question. And he had a very, very good point on that. But he got my attention on the question, on saying that, because the fact is that I know I have a lot of repeat questions, and it drives me fucking nuts. And it's cool to hear that it's not just a problem that I'm having. That there's other people out there, other YouTubers out there that get that all the time and have an issue with it. And his point that he made, and I'll leave a link in the description below to the video, is that it can cost, the cost varies drastically, because it depends on your personal specific choices of what parts exactly you decided to buy, and if you're going to be doing the work yourself, and all, and so forth, etc. And it's the same thing that goes with engine building. Like I argued one time, like that building a fresh engine is cheaper than building or buying an engine from the junkyard guys, the import dudes, because that's what they are. They're fucking junkyards. And somebody's like, well, that's ridiculous. No way. It costs way too much, because they're factoring machine shop work and all kinds of other shit that's not necessarily something you mandatorily need. It depends on how you're going to build your shit and which way you're going to go. And in an engine rebuild, which I mentioned in a video a long time ago, it can potentially cost you less to do a rebuild if you've already got your engine, compared to going out and buying a new engine. All right, so yeah, so that was cool. And Childstar's fucking EK is immaculate. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful built car, man. Beautiful car. It's simple. The car itself is simple, but on point, and the swap is immaculate. So yeah, leave that link down below just in case you haven't seen that. It's a new video. I think he popped it up like sometime last week. I think on the 13th it came out. So maybe you haven't seen it. I know I'm usually late to get to this. All right, so another thing to talk about, and this further lead into the whole EK sedan thing, or EK car thing, because his not a sedan, he has a coupe. There's a guy I met a couple weeks ago that I bought, when I bought that D-Series short block. His name is Marvin. He also has a YouTube. It's small, but he has one, and I'll plug his shit in here. Also, and he has a EK sedan. It's the right year, right car. Like I've been saying for the longest time, for years, I want a 99 2000 EK sedan. He has one, and it's a clean car. It's just missing a carpet. His biggest fucking problem is the goddamn car's automatic. So fuck, it's like, damn, the guy's wants not a bad price for it. So anyway, that led me back down the rabbit hole. And I mentioned before when I found out about Irvin's channel, is that the auto to manual conversion. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong plug here. It's not Irvin's channel. It's the EJ8 Sedan. Now, that guy. At the time when I searched back in the day for auto to manual conversion, he was the only one I'd seen pop up, and it wasn't super detailed. He kind of like pointed things out, but he didn't actually go through the process. He just kind of talked about the process. So James D. Guy has a walkthrough on it, and I'm pretty sure it's an EK something. It's an EK hash or some shit. And so that's a 45-minute video. It's pretty well in depth, and he convinced me that doing this fucking conversion isn't going to be that big a deal. It's not like some of these cars we have to cut and drill. The older chassis, and I remember seeing something like this before, but it had been a long time since I checked, is that they come with the holes already pre-cut and made. You just have to pop the plugs out and remove the foam. So I'm going to talk to Marvin. Actually, I already sent him a message, and I'm going to talk to him and see if I can link up with him on during this week and see if I can't get that car. I mean, the car is auto and shit, but it runs and drives right now, and I think it even has AC. So I've been talking about a longest time getting an EK Sedan and doing a Vitara build and having a small turbo, like with 300 horsepower, because my SRT4 was like the funnest car I ever had. It wasn't super fast, but it was faster than a lot of stuff on the road that I would run into, and it spooled up real quick and was very responsive, and I've always wanted to replicate that. So I think I'm going to be doing that. Yeah. There's that. So yeah, I want to give a shout out to James D. Guy, because that video is pretty good. And yeah, also another quick plug is eBay Honda. I actually shared one of his videos that he did a long while back. It was an F23, I think, with a K23 pistons and whatnot. And as he just also got a mention on Honda Vlogs, and I popped in to look at his channel again. I'm subscribed, but like I said, I don't really watch a lot of my subscription box too much. And he's up to like almost 300 subscribers now, and he also just popped up on Instagram, so follow him there if you haven't, and go check out his channel. I mean, he's doing some good stuff there, stuff that you guys would like, that is not me just talking. It's actually on the road and all that good stuff. Also, I want to talk about Facebook, my Facebook real quick. Facebook started doing something where they're going to start doing ads, kind of like YouTube. I'm not sure if ads are actually playing on my shit, but they invited me to something to do ads. Maybe one of you guys can tell me if I'm running ads on my Facebook videos or not, because I can't see it. I don't even know how to check. So there's that. All right, well, during their big push for this, I guess Facebook took one of my posts, one of my videos I made, and decided they're going to push the fuck out of it. And I got 38,000 views on this fucking 2-minute video of me talking about shirts and hoodies for the channel. So now I have a bunch of randos that are there, and also a lot of people are starting to follow the channel now. Last time I checked, I was at like 2,400 followers, man, and my Facebook was at 800, and it would grow every once in a while to get a new follower there. Now the cool thing is now it's a little bit bigger, But the bad thing is I'm not the kind of guy that does like a follow for follow type deal. Like if you look on my Instagram, I don't follow a lot of people. I have to know you a little bit. I have to talk to you a little bit before I follow you. And Instagram has also been getting some hits recently too. Like now on my personal Facebook, Kenny from over at Humble Performance actually added me a couple of days ago or whatnot. And that's fucking cool, man. And because I plan on, I talked to him on Instagram, Humble. It was probably Alex's Alex that I actually talked to, and about him being at H Day in the spring, and he's going to be there. And I just talked to Jesse Martinez, and Jesse's going to be there. So that's cool, because I'm definitely already going. And if I can knock out meeting Jesse and Alex at the same time, that's like my big goal. Of course, I'd like to see AJ and Jeffrey and all the other guys too. I'm assuming there's a chance that they're all going to be there. So hopefully I get to meet the guys that sponsored the Integra build, and that would be great. That's the main reason why I'm flying out, because I want to meet people, because I got no car. Obviously I'm flying. So I wanted to talk about the H-Day thing. I'm 100% gonna go there. I googled just ticket prices the other day, and they're like $160 round trip a week from now. So if I'm buying tickets in January for April, there's no way there's gonna be any more than that. So I'm going to fly out to DC and most likely get a rental car and go from there. Also, Irvin says he's gonna be there, so that's great. So get to meet another YouTuber, and that's awesome. Looking forward to that too, because Irvin's cool people. So I definitely want to link up with Irvin, and I hope to do work with that guy in the future. Also, let's see what else I can talk about. Okay, so yeah, the Facebook thing growing up, blowing up and shit, so 2,400. So yeah, you guys now, my actual subscriber base that follow me on Facebook because they actually are there to watch my content and all that stuff. You guys are like fucking VIP now, man. You guys are like the original 800. You guys are the ones that, you know, that really matter. And now everybody else is just kind of spectating for whatever fucking reason. I have absolutely no idea why people are following my stuff. Now, some of these people that are following because even if they didn't find me on YouTube first, they do like the car shit. There's that. But as the vast majority of people are just randomly deciding to follow the page, and I really have no clue as to why. All right, so yeah, I wanted to talk about the whole me getting the sedan thing, and that's cool. That's probably gonna happen. Although I do know somebody else that has a manual sedan that's offering for actually even less than this guy's asking for, but I don't think it's the right year. The 99 2000 is a very important thing for me. All right. Also, I might be buying pistons, going ahead and just biting the bullet and buying my K20 pistons off eBay. Jesse is waiting. Well, it pretty much seems like the Tron pistons are on back order here. Like I gave him a week's heads up, and then after the week's heads up, it was wait till next week, and I'm getting another wait till next week. So now I know it's still going to be a while before that long block is ready to go in that car, but I'm just collecting parts already. You see, I got a fucking crankshaft sitting right there. I got the rods sitting over here. And, you know, I got a block that I'm about to tear down. I would rather just go ahead and have a long block assembled and have it set on the side, encased and ready to go. So because as I've learned with my building process with the Integra, it's one thing when you go out and you buy a swap and you just drop it in. It's another thing when you're building everything from scratch. When you're building everything from scratch, you know, the chances are you're missing some stuff that you don't even realize. So I want to go ahead and have the the long block done, and then get the fucking clutch, bolt the transmission on, and then start, you know, building up from there. So that way I don't wait another extra month potentially to get pistons, and then that goes into it. It pushes me out an extra month buying the little parts. So I'm probably going to buy some Manly pistons or whatnot off eBay, so that way I can have them in a week and go ahead and tear down this block and get it ready to go. We got the long weekend for Thanksgiving coming up. I plan on doing a lot of work. Another thing is too, my friend that's giving me the swap for $550, he's gonna be towing the car to my house Wednesday night, so tomorrow night, and I'm gonna be pulling the swap out, and so I might film that. I'm not 100% sure though. If I do, it'll probably be like a not so talky type thing. I might just post the camera up on a tripod. I haven't 100% decided on that because you guys know I'm a little bit shy on filming in public, and it's in my front fucking yard for everybody in the world to see. And my neighbor kind of started hanging out now, being a little bit nosy, which is cool. I don't mind hanging him out, helping him out and whatnot, but it's still the awkwardness for me. Like, hey, I'm filming, you know, like, and you're here. All right, so yeah. I guess that's it. It's not as much as I thought, and I guess that there's always the potential that I've skipped over some stuff. I felt like I've jumped around a lot, but I just said, oh yes, I did. I almost skipped it. One of the things I also wanted to talk about too was the paradigm shift in the market, man. So last year, I noticed that the prices on the RSXs and EP3s was dramatically starting to drop. Like what used to be a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 car was now routinely popping up for $3,500. $2,500, and since I've been back in Florida, I'm seeing them as low as fucking $1,500. Now the $1,500 ones got some a little bit of issues and shit, and the ones that don't have issues usually are automatic. But the fact is, we're getting RSXs and EP3s down to regular old Civic price. You know, a lot of these guys are still running around trying to sell their B series swap Civic for fucking $3,500, or their fucking slammed single cam that's clean, bro, for $3,500. All right, so now these cars are definitely in the affordable range. I mean, I have the shell sitting outside that I bought, you know, pretty fucking cheap. That will be, you know, I'll be getting into very soon, and hopefully getting on the road soon. And then, you know, also the market is, as far as parts, is starting to adjust and show. Like B series long blocks right now, like healthy ones, are selling for like under $300, man. Like it used to be no big deal to go get a B18 healthy B18 for $400, $300, or a healthy B20 for $400. But now I'm seeing $280 fresh, clean running B20 not fucking selling. You know, I'm not buying it. I'm not even going out and buying it. And I'm seeing B18 selling $200, not selling. I'm seeing fucking K20 A2 short blocks $500, not selling. You know, K24 long blocks A2s, K24 A2 long blocks selling for $700 and taking a while to move. You know, I've been seeing heads pop up for $300. So the market is drastically shifting for K series to be a lot more readily available and cheap. The whole thing is that K series parts are now selling, and K series engines are selling what B series engines used to sell for a year or two ago. You know, and then now for you guys thinking, well, it's not that big a deal. You know, they've been out for 18 years now. Well, think about this, man. A decade ago, you know, when the B series was still within that 18 to 20 year range, you know, they were selling for fucking high dollar, man. And now within the last 3 or 4 years, they've been selling dirt, you know, not dirt cheap, but a lot cheaper. And now they're selling for fucking pennies compared to what we used to sell, what they used to sell for a couple years ago. And now we're getting to that point with the K series, where the K series is selling what moderate B series used to sell for a couple years ago. So how much more time is it going to go by before these things are selling for pennies? Now, I don't think that it's going to completely replace B series and D series. You know, I'm still investing in B and D, but at the same time too, you know, with more knockoff prices, parts for prices coming up, and more of these conversion kits selling. Like I saw a set of EK mounts for the K series, bolts and all, for $200. You know, and that's also what initially inspired me to go down this path to really think about the EK again. I was like, if I can get those for $200 and then buy the EK and do the auto to manual swap, then I could just drop in the K series, another K series in there, and do like an all motor K or maybe boost again, because I'm gonna have an extra 5-speed tranny. But you know, I decided that this car in particular, if I do get it, has AC, and to keep it simple, I might as well just do the single cam swap like I initially planned, and do the single cam because it'll be much easier to keep AC. So if his AC is working on the car, and if I buy the car, then I'm gonna leave it single cam. But K swapping an older chassis is definitely also in my immediate future. I've been thinking about doing one for a Del Sol for a while, and if I can get my hands on one, that'll be the case. My biggest issue now is I don't have a house. I don't own a house. I live in a small spot. I can park a lot of cars there, but at the same time too, like I don't want to draw any attention from the city. And right now I've been lucky so far. I have 2 cars that don't have tags on them, and it's probably because of the fact that where I live that nobody's really paid attention. But I don't want to be the guy that sticks out like a sore thumb, and then somebody calls the city, because then it becomes a fucking problem. And I'm not trying to get rid of anything just because of the fact that I don't want to pay storage or whatnot. So I don't know. It's gonna be kind of hard if I get the RSX running, or I'm gonna get the RSX running and the Integra running, and then if I do the EK Sedan too, then I'm gonna have 4 fucking cars, and I have to really decide on what I'm gonna do after that, because I don't want to get rid of any of them. So it's gonna be a hard choice, but I'll see. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Who knows? Maybe I can even get into a real house in the not so distant future, and I can take care of this problem.
I can't breathe.
Oh, okay. Sit over here. Sit over here. Her dramatic ass making weird ass faces. Don't mind her. Mind your business. Jesus. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up now because she's gonna make things awkward for me. Thanks for watching. Get the hell out, damn camera. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. I can't even film around my fucking family. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and peace. Who knows, maybe if you guys actually like this, I'll do something like this in the future again. But you know, it wasn't really something that was planned. I just had so much shit to talk about that I didn't want to make it something that was like a basic upload on Facebook, so I went ahead and filmed here. All right, guys, talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.